Hello.
Hey AJ, what you doing?
Hey. Oh, not much. Just working on a blog post actually. I'm gonna write like a little blog article about our teaching method.
What are you writing exactly?
I just kind of want to, I don't know, I want to cover a few things. I think the main idea is to get across the, like Stephen Krashen's input hypothesis, his, all his research about uh, the fact that that people learn languages best through input, meaning lots and lots of listening, lots and lots of reading, much more effectively than trying to make them practice speaking or practice writing.
Right.
And that's kind of the biggest, I think, the biggest principle. It's sort of the foundation of our teaching method is that research, because most schools have the opposite idea, and most books really, even though they don't necessarily state it, they I think most of them have this assumption that uh, that practicing speech and practicing writing and then correcting errors, that's supposed to be the best way to teach or learn. That's what most students think. That's what most teachers think. And of course, it's completely wrong. The research shows that it's totally wrong.
Right. Yeah, it was really great learning the this technique in general or methodology, I guess I should say, during our master's program. And then not only learning about it, but getting to experience it when we were living in Bangkok and going to AUA, their whole listen first approach.
Yeah, right. Which, and of course, the Dr. Brown started that program because of Krashen's research, and it was
Right.
really interesting. I agree. Just, that idea of just listening for a whole year without attempting to speak at all. And they're really hardcore.
Yeah.
They're like, no speaking for 1 year.
Yep.
Um, like other people, like the TPRS, the TPR storytelling, they're not so tough about, no speaking, but they still emphasize listening and input, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in all honesty, when I'd been teaching before starting the master's program, I just felt like my methods were all over the place. So I don't know, it was like a breath of fresh air to start the master's and be able to start piecing together methodologies and techniques that really seemed to click with me, and I thought it just made sense. Just
Oh, oh yeah, I was the same before learning about this research before doing the master's program. My methods were totally like scattershot. I would just pick something from this book, pick something from this book. Oh, the school says to use this textbook. Okay, but not really with any research or any reason. Just it's just and that's what most teachers do, I think. Most schools,
right.
most textbooks, they just throw together a bunch of stuff
Yep.
and this looks good, but they don't know if any research whether it actually works or not.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I'm embarrassed. I think back about my classes in the past, and I realize, man, the students didn't learn very much. I was giving them all that grammar and the grammar rules and the vocabulary list, just all the typical stuff. And I feel terrible because now I realize they didn't learn very much. And I knew at the time, even I knew then that wow, this just isn't working very well. They're learning so slowly.
Yep. I know. I totally agree. And that's why too, Joe and I now doing our lessons, why we're taking a listen first approach by these conversations.
Yeah, yeah, and then using the listen and answer storytelling method, which is so powerful. I mean, when I started using that, and some of the other methods, that we use that go along with this research. I mean, just to see the results with so many of the students and how much faster they learn, how much more fun they have, how their speaking
Mm-hmm.
improves. It was like, wow, it was just amazing. It was so motivating for me as a teacher. I'm sure for you too.
Yes.
'Cause it's like, oh my God, it actually works.
Yep.
This is great.
Yeah. And obviously, just kind of a no-brainer to continue on that path.
Yeah, 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 exactly. And it makes me wonder too why, yeah, other teachers in schools just, keep doing the same crap, you know,
I know.
ever. Every school I've ever taught at, every one I've ever seen, every textbook I've ever looked at, same crap.
Yep.
It's just amazing. It's kind of sad, actually. But hey, we got something better, so that's good.
Right. Well, hey, I gotta get going here. I just wanted to call and see what you're up to. Do
Sure.
you want me to give you a call back in just a few minutes, or?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, I've got time. I'm
Okay.
free.
All right.
Cool.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.